Credit card debt in America may be a problem for 1/3 of people hitting their credit limits. Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video with your friends. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Today, I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Nora Colmer titled, "Americans Living Paycheck to Paycheck Own 60% of Credit Card Debt Survey." The author of this article referenced a survey conducted by Lending Club and PYMNTS. The study provided data current as of November 2023, which revealed 62% of consumers relied on their next paycheck to cover their financial outflows. These consumers own nearly 60% of the credit cards in the US, and 80% of paycheck-to-paycheck consumers own at least 2 credit cards on average. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure this does not surprise some of you. There is something about this article and the referenced study that I don't agree with, which is the phrase paycheck to paycheck. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, that means money is tight, but you are still able to cover all of your bills with the money that you are bringing in. The fact is, a lot of people are not even living paycheck to paycheck because they rely on credit cards to cover their bills and they are unable to pay off the credit card balance at the end of the billing cycle. I think we need a new phrase to describe people like this because paycheck to paycheck just isn't cutting it anymore. The author of this article said paycheck to paycheck cardholders are more than twice as likely as those not living paycheck to paycheck to carry a credit card balance over to the following month. From my perspective, this is not good news. Given the high level of interest being charged by credit card companies right now, many people can get into a debt situation that can quickly become unmanageable. This can happen quicker than some people realize. Swiping the credit card adds up very quickly. I'm sure all of you have made small purchases with credit cards and then were shocked by the size of the balance at the end of the billing cycle. In my opinion, some people who start having problems with credit cards may want to consider transitioning to using cash. When you only have so much cash to spend, you often avoid purchases that you would otherwise make with a credit card. Here's the part of this article that really stood out to me. The author referenced the survey findings and said close to 1/3 of people said they reached their credit card limit an average of $9,200 at least occasionally in the last year. What people don't realize is that this can negatively impact their credit score. This isn't something that many people learned in school, and it's not something that credit card companies do a good job educating people about. A mortgage broker once told me it's important to not exceed 30% of your credit limit on a credit card. He's had clients in the past who weren't approved for a mortgage because of low credit, and he was able to help them improve their credit scores by advising them to pay off credit card balances to a threshold below 30%. For the purpose of this video, I didn't want to just take his word for it. I decided to research this topic quickly today, and I found a very interesting article that provides information contrary to that 30% threshold. I read an article on CNBC.com written by Sarah O'Brien titled, "Why That 30% Rule of Thumb About Credit Card Use Could Be Costing You." According to the author, the common advice is to keep revolving debt below 30% of your available credit so that your utilization rate doesn't hurt your credit score. Yet, experts say your FICO score, which most lenders use in their decision making, starts taking a hit well below that threshold. The author goes on to quote Al Bingham, a credit expert and author of The Road to 850, who said, "Anything above 5% will start lowering FICO scores." The author goes on to say, there are a lot of factors to be considered because the world of credit scoring is a complicated one. As always, I've included a link to this article so that you can read it completely. I thought some of you would appreciate this information. I know some of you pay cash for everything, and you may not care about your credit score. There is something that some people don't know. Car insurance companies in most states in America are allowed to check credit when determining pricing. If you have terrible credit, you could be paying more for car insurance. California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, and Michigan outlawed the use of credit scores in pricing insurance. For people who live in states other than those, they may want to preserve their credit score so they can get the best insurance rates possible. If you really dig into this topic, you'll find out how different laws are among the different states in America relating to the use of credit scores for different types of insurance. For example, in Maryland, insurance companies can't refuse coverage or cancel a policy or refuse to renew a policy based on a consumer's credit history. However, auto insurance companies can use credit history to determine rates for a new insurance policy there. You should really do some research about your state to see what insurance companies are allowed to do with regard to credit scores and credit history when it comes to various types of insurance. While some Americans are struggling and living paycheck to paycheck, and others are relying heavily on credit cards to cover all of their bills, there are some wealthy individuals who are able to spend money on expensive collectibles. I read an article today on foxbusiness.com written by Janelle Ash titled, "Princess Diana's Dress Sells for Over $1 million, Sets New World Record." According to the author, this 1985 ballerina-length evening dress with illustration sold for $1,148,000, setting a new world record for the most expensive Princess Diana dress ever sold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, some people have a lot of disposable income to blow on speculative collectibles like one of Princess Diana's dresses. In my opinion, this is a speculative investment. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. Maybe someone will be able to flip this for a profit down the road. To me, this is not as strange as the time a piece of chewing gum belonging to Britney Spears sold for $14,000 on eBay back in 2004. She spit out the gum at a concert and someone caught it. Here's another tidbit of information that some of you may find interesting. Some hair from Justin Bieber sold for $40,668 on eBay back in 2011. But that money went to a good cause. The money was donated to an animal rescue charity called the Gentle Barn Foundation, and the winner of the auction got to meet Justin Bieber. I've never bought any celebrity items. I have bought some rare rugs, some of which I've kept. Some of the rugs I purchased and then I flipped for a profit by consigning them with auction houses that use a variety of online auction platforms, such as Proxybid, Live Auctioneers, HighBid, and Invaluable. These platforms reach a worldwide audience, which can help drive a lot of bidder traffic to unique and rare items, helping to drive up the price. If you've ever bought a unique item from an auction, tell me about it in the comment section below. If you think buying a piece of gum for $14,000 is weird, you may find the information from this next article to be quite strange. I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Pilar Arias titled, "MIT Study Looks at New Vibrating Pill as Innovative Weight Loss Treatment." According to the author, the key to one's stomach fullness may lie in a vibrating capsule, according to one weight loss treatment study involving pigs and Massachusetts Institute of Technology engineers. The pill, called Vibratory Ingestible Bioelectronic Stimulator, or VIBES for short, stimulates nerve endings that sense stomach expansion, tricking the brain into thinking the stomach is full. Apparently, this has been tested on animals with success. The article indicates that researchers are looking into scaling up manufacturing of the capsules, which could enable clinical trials in humans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought this was very interesting. It will be interesting to see if this makes it to human trials and eventually to the market. Personally, I'd be more interested in a vibrating capsule than ingesting or getting an injection of a weight loss drug that could have side effects. As many of you know, pharmaceuticals can have a variety of side effects. Whenever I watch commercials on television and I listen to all of the side effects, I often wonder who in the world would take that medication. What do you think about a vibrating pill that will eventually pass through your digestive system? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.